Hi, I'm Catherine. Welcome to Starlight Garden. I grow medicinal plants and heirloom veggies on a tiny farm in southeast Atlanta. In this week's video, I'm going to show you guys how the garden's doing after our hailstorm. Spoiler, it's doing great. And I'm going to show you some new baby chickies that my neighbors have brought to the flock, and a little bit about what I am learning making herbal skin oils. So check it out. The lavender hyssop has had no problem recovering from the hail. I've got feverfew blooming for the very first time, and I gotta figure out what to do with it. Beautiful little daisy-like blooms. This patch of St. John's wort has gotten ridiculously big. It's gonna have to be split up after it blooms. The gourd vine has found its way to the fence. The ground cherries are getting big, and they have these little paper lantern-like fruits coming in. The red okra is getting there. They did not survive the hail, so these are actually a second planting of okra. The tea garden is ready for harvesting. Spearmint, lemon balm, and chocolate mint are all ready to be cut and dried. I'm able to harvest calendula and catnip or catmint right now. John Cena and Lavender got some new baby chicken sisters. Maybe we'll meet them. I have some purple coneflower blooming. It's their second year. These were just tiny baby seedlings last year, and this year they're probably 3.5 feet tall and blooming. The oregano has gotten out of control. I had no idea it was going to get so robust. It's about to bloom, and I think I'm going to let one of them bloom for the pollinators and harvest the rest. We harvested the garlic. Great crop this year, and now I'm going to plant Tulsi in this garden bed. The Jerusalem artichokes are back more than ever, and they're already at least 4.5 feet tall. Here's a little lavender I started from seed last year. It's still not very big, but it's having its first bloom, and it smells amazing. The sage and rosemary are also really thriving. And over in my yard, I've got yarrow ready to harvest. And look at this fantastic pumpkin vine coming up in the compost pile. The second crop of red clover has all gone to seed, and I'm going to take that seed and scatter it all over the big green field. Do you hear that thunder? I hope it rains. We need rain for the garden so bad. Let me try to record some audio real quick before that rain gets here. This week I made calendula oil and plantain oil, which are both used for the skin. They treat skin infections, rashes, burns, bites, any sort of inflammatory, itchy, yucky skin issue. My husband's a handyman and I have two wild little dudes and I'm a gardener, so you can bet that we get all kinds of little skin owies, and I've heard that plantain cream and calendula oil are really great for that. I've bought products in the past with those ingredients in them, and I'm really excited about making some stuff myself. After a few weeks of the oil soaking up the medicine out of the dried herbs, I'll be able to use that oil in recipes for all kinds of skincare goodies. This is just my second year in this garden, and last year, the first year, a lot of the medicinal herbs that I planted were not actually ready to be harvested last season. They didn't really get big enough, they didn't bloom, but this year they're going crazy. So I have all kinds of plants like the feverfew that I showed you that are blooming for the first time, and I don't really know what to do with them. I have been learning so much about medicinal plants and the teas, tinctures, the medicinal oils and salves that can be made out of them, poultices, bath products, flower essences, so much more. This year, the second year, isn't just about growing, it's about drying, preserving, harvesting. It's about which part of the plant do I use, the flowers, the leaves, or the roots. When do I harvest it, and what do I do with it after I harvest it? So I'm learning how to dry things, how to preserve things, and how to make things with my medicinal herbs. If you like that kind of thing, give me a like, a follow, or subscribe, and I can share the process with you. Whoop. Here comes the rain! Thanks for watching.